The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains. On your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally made it opening week here. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Welcome to the booth, partner. It's glad to have you here for the Falls. We're ready for year 2 of Tonganoxie Sports Live, and we are getting ready to kick off the fall season with no better matchup than your Tonganoxie Chieftains against their rivals from up the road, the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. And partner, it has been quite a journey to get here today. It's supposed to be kickoff at 7, but we have some impending storms rolling through the area later on this evening. Better safe than sorry. Moved the kickoff up to 5, but nevertheless, the fans have showed up. The students are here. The band's here. Football's in the air. I couldn't be happier.
Me as well, partner. And I tell you what, you and I both know, having been around this rivalry for the better part of 10 years, that Basehor-Linwood is literally 8 miles down the road outside of Beatty Stadium here, and this rivalry goes back a long ways. So great to be kicking off with a rivalry on the first week of the season. Looking forward to a great one.
Yep, back-to-back seasons now where the Chieftains are opening the season against the Bobcats, this time at home. Last year, if you remember, if you watched then, Chieftains faced the Basehor Bobcats at their home stadium and walked out with a very splendid victory, 62-28 over Basehor. They handled them pretty well, and looking to do the same here again as this 2021 squad looks to get started on the right foot and go 1-0 on the record heading into week 2. We're going to take a little quick break here. Here's some words from all of our sponsors. As you saw in the openers, we got a lot more of them this year, and again, we just want to give a special thank you to everybody, all of our sponsors and all of our support that we have from the Tonganoxie community. We could not do this without all of you guys, but we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at some matchups going on around the area. We're going to give some starting lineups and just kind of give some overall, just some stats and stuff just to get ready for this game, because it's going to be a great one, partner. We'll be right back right after this.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
We just moved into a bigger home.
I have enrolled you in our Platinum Diamond Titanium plan.
That sounds excessive.
It is. Sign here and here. Initial here and here.
Let's go.
Initial here.
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Welcome back here to Beatty Field. Just want to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor, Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. And again, up here in the booth, Dylan Funk, alongside my partner, Dennis Drennan. Partner, we liked you so much for the work you did with me in the spring. We decided to bring you back full-time for this upcoming season.
Well, thank you for the kind words. I'm excited to be here. I really look forward to the full season. I know some of the keys to the game is going to be how the young players step up to fill some really big shoes that were graduated off of both squads. So that would be one of the big keys. The weather has cooperated. There is a chance of some storms coming in later on, but the weatherman assures us now that we will get the game in. And let's look forward to a great call and a great game.
Yeah, definitely so far, and you kind of touched on it a little bit there, partner. Both teams losing a big group of seniors. And first, let's start with your Tonganoxie Chieftains. As we know, last season had an 8-1 record in the regular season. Their only loss coming on the road at Paola. And again, we got that matchup coming your way in week 3 here at home. That should be a great early season contest. Finished second in the Frontier League, and then they went on into the playoffs with a 2-1 record as they beat Lebec County on October 30th as they won 48-28, and then they went on to face Lansing in the next round and upping the point score 49-10 in the regionals, and then would go on into the sectionals and would lose to the eventual, what would you call them, third place team Miege, as they lost to Miege 30-7, and Miege would go on the next week, would lose to the eventual state champions St. James Academy Thunder. And speaking of the Thunder, that is who knocked out these Basehor-Linwood Bobcats last season. Basehor got off to a little bit of a rough start last year, dropping the home opener to Tongi, again giving up 62 points, and then week after that they would play at Leavenworth and they would give up 61 points, and then the week after that giving up 49 points to DeSoto. So a little bit of a rough start on defense for the Bobcats last year, and then they got it in shape, and as follows: they gave up 16, 26, 10, 16, and 12 points after that until their eventual loss to St. James, 56-35. So a little bit of mid-season switching up there, maybe in the defensive coordinator position, or maybe it just took some time for that defense to kind of gel, get together. As we know, that core last year, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors, and they are returning a lot of players this year as well, returning 5 first-team all-conference players, some on defense, inside linebacker Aiden Ingram, and of course running back Zach Sizemore on offense, defensive end Dalton Harris, tight end Chance Nelson, and offensive lineman Levi Cooley. So a lot of big names coming back for Basehor all in their senior year, and that is definitely a boost that every team loves to have, is a little bit of that senior leadership plus some good experience and some accolades to go on with it as well.
Yeah, no question about it. There's some, like I said, when you have that much returning experience, that can only help you a great deal.
Tonganoxie returning some Honorable mentions themselves, returning Sam Clydesty. And we are going to take a brief moment here for our national anthem. Yeah, what a nice performance there by the Tonganoxie High School Marching Band, led by Charles Van Middlesworth.
He's a great band director.
He is
quite a while.
Great band director and great man, must I add myself. He is just one of those teachers you see in the hallway, whether he knows you or he doesn't, he's always smiling and saying, how you doing, how's your day? One of the great ones. We're going to take our second pregame break here in the S&S Body pregame show. Since 1972, S&S Body Shop has been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. We will be right back right after this break.
With the First State Bank & Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank & Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com. For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-334-1122. That's 913-334-1122. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Back here at Beatty Field, and what a beautiful shot that is, partner. I think if there's anything that talks about Friday night lights in a small town community, I think it's this picture right here. And again, we want to give a special shout out to the Tonganoxie Fire Department for coming out and flying the old stars and stripes over the field. That is just beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shot. Great before pregame, and I think we need to get ready for some good football. I think you were going to finish up some Tonganoxie.
Yes, I was talking about before we got interrupted, talking about some players returning this year for the Chieftains, including senior wide receiver Sam Clydesty, last season earning first team defense and second team offense and multi-purpose position honors in the whole Frontier League. And then another freshman standout from last year, partner Jackson McWilliams, one of the best kickers, not only in Frontier League and 4A, just kind of on this whole side of the state. First team special teams for him, and then can't forget about them O-linemen, the big hogs down in the trenches. Connor Bruch, second team offense, and honorable mention on the defensive line. And again, this is another strong senior class, 10 plus, returning for Tonganoxie as we see Basehor-Linwood taking the field. So that means the Chieftains are not too far behind them. Real quick before they come out, we want to go around the league for area matchups brought to you by Team Tongi. Since 2009, Team Tongi has been helping Tonganoxie families facing serious health and medical issues. Team Tongi also partners with other community organizations to provide assistance. To learn how you can help, visit teamtongi.com, and it is great to have Team Tongi involved in our sponsorship this year. Obviously, staying here in the Frontier League, we got this matchup here, Basehor-Linwood and Tonganoxie, and I see the players lining up in the tunnel, getting ready to run out.
You know how exciting that is, partner.
I do.
You've done this many times.
Very many times.
Honor the 13 soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice last week in Kabul, Afghanistan, protecting American lives. Please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, honoring those 13 fallen soldiers, your Tonganoxie Chieftains!
Here we go. Break that curtain open. Get the music going. Anytime, and here they come. Wearing the stars and stripes of one of the better intros into a football game you will ever see here.
Representing the 13 fallen soldiers that we had the moment of silence for. What a great shot.
That is absolutely incredible. My hat's off to Tonganoxie.
Awesome job.
Principal Farrar, Athletic Director Cody Witt, Head Football Coach Al Troyer, and everybody else involved. What a moment here. Now the juices really are flowing, partner. It's time for some football.
Let's get it on.
That is beautiful. Real quick before we get to the coin toss, let's go around the Frontier League matchups. Tonight we got Baldwin there on the road, and they'll be facing the Eudora Cardinals. Paola opens up their season, the defending Frontier League state champions, on the road at Bonner Springs. Should be a very good, competitive, close game. Lewisburg, the Wildcats will open up on the road at Spring Hill. If you know anybody who wants to watch that game, you can watch it over at Spring Hill Sports Live with my boss, BJ Harris, on site for that game. And last but not least, the Piper Pirates taking the long trip down to Ottawa to face the Cyclones at Steve Grogan Sports Complex.
And, partner, we have the captains meeting at midfield here for the coin toss. A couple of seniors out there.
Yep. Seniors as always, and again, always sticking with the tradition, partner. Seniors having the last name on the back of their jerseys. Freshmen through juniors just have the numbers. You got to get to your senior year. You got to earn that. And it looks like we got Connor Bruch and Devin Spleichel as the captains for the Chieftains.
Always an exciting time.
And I got number 21, Tommy Lally. Number 51, Aiden Ingram. That's two of the three captains for the Bobcats. There's four of them out there. So doubling up, and of course, Basehor being the visiting team, they call it in the air. And waiting for some signal here from the official. They're talking it through, and there we go. And to their sides. So it looks like. So Basehor's won the toss. They are deferring, so the Chieftains are going to be starting off on offense in this game.
And it looks like they decided to take the win, partner. You can see by the flags that going left to right as we look at it on the screen.
Absolutely. And cue the Red Kingdom, and we are ready to go here at Beatty Field. Players rushing out, some taking a spill, and as you can tell, yes, those are new uniforms for the Tonganoxie Chieftains, repping a little bit more traditional retro look. Stripe, red, black and white stripes on the shoulder pads, and a nice black and white stripe with some red trim down the pants, and that same stripe pattern on the crown of the helmets. Definitely a little more classic, a little more retro feeling look. Again, like we mentioned, Chieftains coming out. They are led by Coach Al Troyer. This is his 10th season here at Tonganoxie. He has an overall record of 59-33. He has led the Chieftains to 3 league titles, 1 Call Valley League title back in 2017. That was the last ever Call Valley League championship, must I add, and 2 Frontier League championships, and 7 playoff wins and 12 appearances.
Pretty good record, partner.
Definitely, for sure. The Troyer family, his son Preston, the offensive coordinator, moving up here from Texas in the early 2010s, taking the job, and he has turned this Tonganoxie football program from the laughingstock of the league to one of the 4A powerhouses. You can't do much better than that. Chieftains go out, ready to return to kick. Looks like number 7, Sam Clydesty, and number 23, Wyatt Harris, will be returning. And this rivalry is one that, again, partner, you talked about, you and I personally, we have been involved in this rivalry for a better part of about 15 years, pretty close, right? I mean,
yeah,
we've been around a long, long time, and Basehor is usually, they dominated in the early 2010s, but
yeah, not anymore. It's been very competitive since.
Yep.
And as we know from some of the parents, that this rivalry goes way, way, way back.
Yep, so, way back, and it's kind of sweet sometimes. Tongies had their moments, Basehor's had their moments, and as of late, Tonganoxie again kind of owning this rivalry, capping it off with last year's victory. Andreas from the kicker. Student section getting loud, and we are ready. Friday Night Lights is officially back. As Clydesty's going to call for it, and he's going to run, getting some good blocks there, and is hit hard and stuffed. So a good return there by Clydesdale, good hit. And we will start there. And Gabe Bailey trotting out onto the field. The 6', 190 senior quarterback ready to take over the reins from last year's starting quarterback, Blake Poggi.
Looks like they're starting from the 25. Dombey's always in this.
Bailey calls for it, and he's going to hand it off in the backfield, and is immediately met. Not gaining any traction there as the Bobcat defense was coming in hot. First one I saw there was Drake Courtney down on the bottom of that pile for Baser. Back up the tackle, and that's a loss of 1.
Yeah, if you're going to get the running game started, you got to have that O-line making holes.
Yeah, it looks like that is. It looks like that's Wyatt Harris back there with. That's not even Gabe Bailey. That is Trevor McGraw, looks like, and he's going to throw, and he's going to find Clydesdale, and he's going to get upfield, breaking some tackles, slipping, another good block. What a run by Clydesdale. And believe me when I tell you, that was a heck of a run by Clydesdale. And Trevor McGraw,
he wasn't going to be denied. He was breaking tackles. What a job.
He was not going to be denied, and I had the starting lineups filled out, and from what I saw, Gabe Bailey was going to be the starting quarterback, but out here is number 10, Trevor McGraw, the 5'7" sophomore. Chieftains looking to capitalize here. Handoff. And again, Harris is met over on that left side of the line. Maybe gained just a compare. Well, rounding out the rest of the starting lineup. Over from starting left tackle would be number 78, Logan Blanchard. Left guard, number 58, Aiden McIntosh. Center, number 71, Connor Cole, excuse me. Right guard, number 79, Connor Bruch. Right tackle, 63, Nathan Smith. As you saw him already there, wide receiver Sam Clydesdale, the senior, already making a huge impact on this game. And he's followed up by Jesse Young and Isaiah Holtzis. With Harrison Boozman in the backfield at running back. That pass is complete early to Jesse Young. Picking up a little more yardage there, making it third and long, 3rd and 6.
Definitely in the red zone here. Let's see if they can convert.
Definitely in the red zone indeed, partner. And Tonganoxie were absolutely lethal last year when they were in the red zone. Had a great running game with running back Tyler Bowden, and now he wants to throw and into the end zone. Touchdown Chieftains. Andrew Colbert getting the hookup from McGraw, and the Chieftains take the early 6-0 lead.
That was a nice fake there, partner, because he faked out the cameraman.
What a great start here for the Chieftains, and now Jackson McWilliams coming out for the extra point. Sam Clydesdale holding. And not much of a better start you can ask for than that, partner.
That's an awesome start.
Oh, high snap. McWilliams, he just dives on in. He's going to surrender himself, so.
Smart play.
It is a smart play. No sense of trying to get up, fumble it. Baser takes it back for an extra 2, so it's going to stay 6-0 Chieftains, and I guess maybe a little bit of announcer's jinx. I said there's no better way you can ask for this game to start off for you, and that unfortunately happens.
Nevertheless, the Chieftains find the end zone.
Yep, Chieftains find the end zone, and a couple of good strikes. First, McGraw to Clydesdale to really get this team going across midfield and well into the 30. And then, McGraw to Culver looked like a little wheel route. Culver coming out of the backfield, and he was wide open. So So Trevor McGraw, quarterback we saw a little bit of last year in times when games were well put away and Bogie and Bailey were on the sidelines. We saw McGraw a couple of times, and now we're really going to get a good sample size of this sophomore quarterback.
They really looked sharp on that drive.
They really did. It was a good drive. Coming back out onto the field, McWilliams puts the tee down, and he gets the ball from the official. And folks, I do just want to give a little heads up. As you might have noticed, we do not have an official game clock. We did have a little bit of technical difficulties with our scoreboard camera and the press box today, and we tried some handful of solutions at it. Nothing was working. Got a little too close to game time, so we do apologize for that. But there is 10:03. That is what the clock is stopped at right now. 10 minutes, 3 seconds into this first quarter. Chieftains leading the Bobcats 6-0.
It'll be interesting to see how Tongi handles this kickoff. As you know, last year and previous years, they were doing the pooch kicks.
Right. Yes, they prefer to try to do the pooch kicks, giving their gunners maybe a little bit of time to try to get down there and get the ball. And right on cue, partner, as that one's a little bit too far, but right by the sideline, it's going to be taken in. I believe a fair catch was called. It was. That was Denton Gentry that brought in the ball, and here come out the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. Starting quarterback number 5, Brady Garrison. He was the backup last year to Isaac Stanton, one of the top passing threats in the whole state, totaling 2,623 yards and 32 touchdowns.
That was a great kickoff. It had enough height that he had to call fair catch, and good starting field position for the Chieftains on defense.
This is a great chance here for him. As Garrison takes a snap, he gives it into Sizemore. He's looking around. He's going to run into a swarm of red jerseys for a minimal gain. And again, partner, we talked about keys of the game for the Chieftains. I'm going to start here by saying this defense, watch your guards on that Basehor offensive line. Basehor really loves to do a lot of pulling. So you watch those pulling guards, you see where the ball's going the majority of the times. And for the linebackers and defensive backs, don't get caught up in all the window dressing in the backfield. There's going to be a lot of motions. They're going to try to fool with you as that one completed. Turning the guns on. He might have a chance, and he can't quite get him, and Chance Nelson is going to go all the way to pay dirt. Touchdown, Bobcats. And hold on, there is a flag on the play. There is a flag. Preston Troyer indicating that it is on Basehor. This one stands. It is going to be a huge touchdown. Brady Garrison to Chance Nelson. And it will be coming back, an eligible receiver downfield. And partner, you know me well enough. Don't even get me started on that. It works out for us, in this case, but
we'll take it.
My goodness, and that tends to happen a lot on those RPO play action reads. Now that was a perfect strike. Garrison and Nelson, and it's all for nothing as the ball will be coming back anyways. Yeah, Wyatt Harris showing off a little bit of the speed there. He was trying to chase Nelson down and was trying to tackle him by the shoestrings. But nevertheless, it's coming back anyways, so.
Chieftains catch a huge break there.
Chieftains catch a huge break, and now Basehor will be pushed all the way back to their own 11-yard line.
Yes, now 2nd and 13.
Garrison calls for the ball. Pulling guards and read perfectly. Number 79 for Tonganoxie, Connor Bruch. Getting in the backfield and wrapping up Sizemore before he could go anywhere for a loss of 1.
Definitely got some penetration there.
And again, with the Also now it is now going to be 3rd down and 11. Most likely a passing down. Garrison calls for it. Halfback draw to Sizemore. He has a lane. And it's going to be wrapped up immediately. First one to get a hand on him looked like the linebacker, Andrew Colvert.
Looks like he's short of the first down marker.
He is well short of the first down marker. So a good stand there by the Chieftain defense.
Yeah, especially after that botched touchdown.
Yep, taking advantage of the ineligible receiver downfield penalty. And if you're Baser and if you're the head coach, Rod Stahlbaumer, that's just got to drive you crazy, partner.
Oh yeah, no question. Especially it seems like you could almost call that on every play.
Now Pete Best punts it away. Clydesdale back to return it, but it's going to take some bounces at the 50-yard line, and it's going to go all the way back to about the 38-yard line, and that is where the Chieftain offense will take over. And we gave a little bit of the background on Coach Troyer. Let's show the same respect to Coach Rod Stahlbaumer. He is in his 8th year of head coach, took over in 2014. He has a 53-22 record and an 8-14 playoff record with the Bobcats. And as we talked about last season, Baser 7-4 season, had a nice run into the postseason before they lost to the eventual 4A state champion St. James Academy Thunder. And we'll stop at your play here, partner. It looks like we have an official down on the field, and that is never good to see. I don't know if he might have tripped or what may have happened, but we're going to step away here for a quick break. You are watching Chieftains football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Trendy tees, fun fashions, team threads, and even candy for the kids. That's the Rustic Heifer in Tonganoxie. The Rustic Heifer is helping make Tongi a boutique lover's paradise. One-of-a-kind, handmade, locally sourced decor, clothes, and accessories. Find the right style for a night out on the town or the best fan gear for the big game. Support local, shop local. Find them on Facebook at Rustic Heifer Boutique and Custom Gifts, or stop by 616 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie.
Back here in Beatty Field, the official, he is up and he is walking off on his own power. And again, like my partner was telling me during the break, there was a flag down on the field, but it looks like they picked it up. It might have just fallen out of his pocket or his belt when he took the fall.
Let's see what the Chiefs can do on their second offensive drive of this quarter.
And again, that last opening drive, almost polar opposite to the offense that we were used to seeing last year. Again, Tongi, they are always going to be and always will be a run-first team. They will always try to run the ball first. If that's not working, though, their quarterbacks and receivers are very well capable of putting this game on ice or getting the game going. And that was a perfect example on that last drive. First, it was Clydesdale getting it done, and then it was Colvert and punching it in for 6. So.
Yeah, but as the Chieftains get ready to snap this, there's 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's 6-0 Chieftains.
Plenty of time. Clydesdale motion in the backfield, and he gets the handoff, looking to cut. Finds a nice little crease and a good game, about 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, he made the most of that.
A very slippery individual. He got great agility. He can cut on a dime, and he can always find the little spaces in the lines. He can even go charging in and turn sideways just to get through if he has to.
Yeah, looks like he got about 6 on that.
Yeah, good gain there on first. And offensive line getting set. McGraw calls for it. Fake screen to Young. Good blocking, and he is tackled down. First one to contact was number 21, Tommy O'Holly.
He did a nice job stretching out to get the first down.
He did do a great job. As that play enough for the first down? The Tonganoxie offense appeared to have has found their rhythm and is looking to keep it going downfield. Snap back, giving it to Harris, makes one man miss and is met head on. Number 51, Aiden Ingram, reading that one perfectly. And it looks like he might have stopped him right around the line of scrimmage, if not for a 1 yard gain.
Yeah, he shed his block and broke down and made a nice tackle.
Just exactly as the coaches tell you. And we got 6 minutes and 5 seconds and counting here. Chieftains are set up at their 42-yard line. Blitz is coming. McGraw rolling out, stepping up. Fires downfield. It is complete to his receiver, Clydesley, and he gets slung down. Helmet being ripped off, and they might see it. This could be another foul on the play. We do have one here near the line of scrimmage, and it looks like it will be coming back. Clydesley going to have to come off the field for one play. And the officials already signaling to bring the ball back, as they will be holding.
Yeah, that's a shame because Trevor McGraw stepped up into the pocket just like you're supposed to and delivered that ball on the line.
Yeah, that was very textbook from McGraw.
That's just like it's designed.
There you go, already here in the first quarter. A couple big plays for each team already called back due to penalty. And now the Chieftains will be backed up to the 30-yard line. 5:46 left to go here in the first.
First and 10 to second and 22. Let's see what they dial up here.
Let's see what Preston Troyer calls, and it's a handoff, and again, that is Ingram right there coming through, untouched. And the run game so far here in the early going for the Chieftains, not there yet, as Baser so far is just dominating up at the line of scrimmage. And that's perfect play. It's the exact kind of play you want from your linebacker, filling the honey holes and shedding tackles.
Well, that time he didn't have to shed any tackles because he came free.
Chieftains, a third and a country mile here. Need to get past midfield just for the first. McGraw steps back. He's going to sling it near side on the sideline. It's going to skip off the turf, incomplete, and the Baser defense making a stand here, forcing the Chieftains to punt.
Just a tick under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
Yep, 4:59 as the clock stops on the incomplete pass. Looks like we got Deaton Gentry and Tommy Lally back for Baser, ready to return this punt as Gabe Bailey takes it. We have another whistle and another flag, and
false start.
Push the Chieftains back even further as a false start is called.
We need a good kick here.
Sure, and I know me myself personally playing for Coach Troyer and his staff for 4+ years in high school. If there's anything that man hates most, it's it's stupid penalties like that, the false starts, the uncharacteristic penalties for Tonganoxie. A good, decent punt here by Bailey as it goes out of the sideline near the 41-yard line. And that is where Baser will take over as the Chieftains come back out on defense. And again, just want to give a special shout out to our presenting sponsor at Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. So now 4:53 on the clock. 6-0 Tonganoxie. Baser
Good starting field position.
Yeah, good starting field on their own 42-yard line. And this one's going to go right to Sizemore, and he gets tripped up. Looked like he might have had a big lane there. We got tripped up for about a 3-yard gain. And it sounded like it was Andrew Colvert there again on the stop. Chieftains making some personnel substitutions. And another whistle here.
Looks like it's on the Bobcats.
That's a false start on Baser. So back him up more, and it'll now be 2nd and 13 for Basehor-Linwood. And again, we talked about this Basehor-Linwood team losing their starting quarterback last year to graduation, Isaac Stanton, but also losing their leading junior receiver, Jordan Brown, is not on the team anymore, and that one is brought in and completed. Brant Wilson, and some of the Chieftain fans here asking maybe for a holding call there. Looked a little bit questionable, but nevertheless, Baser moving the chains as they are now into Chieftain territory. As I was saying, one of the challenges for Baser this season, looking a way to try to replace their leading receiver from last year, Jordan Brown, over 1,500 yards receiving in the span of his junior season. Garrison now hand off to Sizemore. Big hole as he bullies his way through down. And it looks like he got just enough for the first down on it. Privacy down to stop, and they will move the chains. First down, Bobcats. Bobcats going a little bit tempo. Defensive coordinator Matt Vaughn calling a timeout from the Chieftain sideline. He didn't like what he saw. So as they regroup, we're going to take a little quick timeout here. We'll be back right after this. 3:46 left to go in the first. Chieftain 6, Bobcats nothing.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
Back here at Beatty Field, 6-0 Tonganoxie, 3:46 left to go here in the first. Defensive coordinator Matt Vaughn calling the timeout there, wanting to talk things over with his defense after they were found reeling after that big gain there. Garrison to Brant Wilson on the reception. Now Bobcats looking to score a touchdown here and possibly take the lead on this drive. 1st and 10 at about the 29-yard line. Fakes the handoff to Sizemore. He keeps it himself. This is Garrison. And Chieftains are there to swarm. Can't quite bring him down. And finally, 3rd time's the charm, as that is number 76. And brings him down. Cooper Jones near the sideline. And after all that scrambling by Garrison, able to just maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and nope, they're going to move him back. He's about a 1-yard loss. So might have been better off just giving it to Sizemore there.
The defense read that well, and they rallied to the ball.
2-back set. Garrison riding, then pulls it after taking the read. And another good gain there from Garrison, as you saw the good job, the patience by the quarterback as he was running in the hip pocket of number 24, Ja'Kiah Harris. You just saw him reading, and finally pulling the ball out and getting upfield. Still, he's about 3rd and 5.
Be a big stop here for the Chieftains. He can get it.
Garrison giving it to the bell cow running back Sizemore, and he is met, and he will be stopped. Andrew Colvert there again on the tackle. He's getting in early. Enough on the action.
It's enough for a first down.
They're going to say that's good enough for a first down.
2:14 left in the first quarter.
2:10 and counting now. Bobcats looking to capitalize here. Might have the Chieftain defense on the ropes. Garrison going back to pass, avoids the rush. Now slings it out and caught on the helmet by Sizemore to the pylon. Touchdown, Baser.
What a catch.
You can't make a catch much better than that, partner. Garrison getting the ball away to Sizemore, his hot route. Caught it on his helmet. He pinned that ball on his helmet and in between his shoulder pad. Turned around, got squared on his feet, and dashed to the pylon for 6.
Yeah, it's that ball was thrown behind him, and he just trapped it between his helmet and shoulder pad. What a nice catch.
That is a heck of a catch there, and not much more you can do there if you're the Chieftains. And
you can see the scoreboard now.
We can now see the scoreboard as the Bobcats took that drive down to 1 minute and 50 seconds. They have the game tied at 6 right now, pending the extra point. And on is their kicker, Gage Greer. And his kick is up, and it splits the uprights, and he gives the Bobcats the early lead here, 7-6 over Tonganoxie. And again, that was quite a spectacular catch. It's a catch you might see on SportsCenter on some highlight. You never know, but he's running out of the backfield. He's turning around to look at Garrison. He's kind of got to turn his body to where he's facing the backfield, one-handed with his left hand, traps it between his helmet and shoulder pads, controls it, turns back around, gets upfield, and scores a touchdown. And showing off the speed a little bit there, too, getting on that horse.
Good effort.
Good effort indeed, and now the Chieftains regrouping here on the sideline and looking to get the offense back out there and rolling in stride. And yes, if there are folks that are keen of eye, those are new uniforms that Tonganoxie Chieftains are wearing. The past 4 years, they have worn the more red jerseys with kind of the gray patches on the sleeves, and then the red and gray and black stripes on the pants. Now switching it up this year again, like my partner had described them during the pregame show, a little bit more of a classic traditional football uniform look, and then putting the stripe down the middle on the crown of the helmet.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
It looks pretty good. It does look pretty good. I know the Tongi football team, they works very hard. They have a great fundraising program that they do every summer, and with all the money that they raise, they've been able to pay for a lot of goodies in that football locker room and help throwing some money towards a new turf field. And they got a lot of good stuff, but definitely earned indeed. As both teams now back out onto the field, ready to kick it away here is Gage Greer. 1:50 left to go in the first. 7-6 Baser. And boots it away, and this one's going to head in the direction of Wyatt Harris, and he muffs it, and now he's just going to fall on it, and maybe a gasp of relief on the sideline for the Chieftains now, as they're going to be taking over a little bit deep in their own territory, but
1:48 on the clock. Let's see what the Chieftains can dial up here.
They'll be starting at their own 21-yard line. And I'm sure this point's been pressing them on the sideline enough already. Try to eliminate the penalties. No false starts. Don't linemen be getting too deep downfield on pass plays. Just try to play smart Chieftain football here.
Let's go, run the play, go!
McGraw
down to 5 seconds on the play.
Shots back out here. Got to get it off here, and they do with just 2 seconds. He's going to hand it off to Harris, and Harris has a hole in And it looks like the whistle was blown dead before, and if they call this,
I hope they didn't call delay a game because they were still 2 seconds.
There was still 2 seconds left on the delay of game, and Harris had a wide open gap there along the left side, and this could be a huge mistake here by the officials if it is indeed a delay of game call. They're talking pretty long and hard over it, trying to chat with one another, and
no signal yet as to what the penalty was.
And now I think they're going to the line judge, trying to wave him in. He's going to come in, sideline judge, and
that would make me believe that it's a clock issue.
Yes, and there was clearly 2 seconds left on the clock as the center Connor Cole got it snapped to McGraw.
Well, even if they pick this flag up, that's going to be a tough call for the Chieftains because the running back had a wide open lane.
Yeah, that was Wyatt Harris back there, and he was wide open. It looked like he had busted a big play and might have even taken it to the house.
Well,
and Coach Troyer now getting a little impatient, and now the white hat making his way over. And the hands up from Troyer, so that I think that indicates to me they might have thought it was a
we still haven't gotten a call.
Yeah, now talking with Foggy. Here's the call from the official.
We had a holding on the offense. The offense is inadvertent whistle. By rule, speed in possession. Speed in possession has the right to take control of the play or replay the down on the inadvertent whistle. They've elected to replay the down and first down, first and 10.
Yeah, that's too bad. That tells me they just blew the call and they picked up the flag and they're going to replay the down. So
so an unfortunate
turn of events there
for Tonganoxie, and like the official says, they're going to replay the downs. As you can hear maybe on our field mic, a couple of angry parents sitting right in front of us. They're talking about the call, their displeasure for the call. Nevertheless, short-term memory, trying to move on from it. 1:43 left to go here in the first. McGraw gives it to Clydesty, coming in motion in the backfield. Breaks one tackle, but eventually gets tripped up.
Clydesty did a nice job of turning his body sideways and making the most of it.
It looks like Lally and Dalton Harris for the Bobcats there. Gain of 3 yards will bring up a 2nd and 7. Clock running 1:12 and counting. Maybe time for just 1 to 2 more plays here in this first quarter. McGraw stepping back to pass. Pocket collapsing, now scrambling, looking to just keep it himself, and he's going to get out of bounds. Smart decision there. As the pressure was starting to close in on him, and number 40, Sam Hicks, was closing in hard.
Yeah, his receiver was covered pretty well downfield, so that was a good decision.
Smart play there by the sophomore quarterback. That's going to bring up a 3rd and medium. Clock stopped at 55.3 seconds. And another flag as you hear one of the parents, come on!
Looks like another false start on the Chieftains. Well, they're shooting themselves in the foot in this drive.
Another false start indeed, and again, partner just kind of, there's a lot of things about it being the first game of the year. You got all the jitters, you got all the excitement, but kind of one of the other things that's not really talked about a lot is a lot of the rust that you got to knock off.
Rust too.
Yep.
And it's a thankless job. It really is.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Ironing out those penalties and mistakes comes with time, but again, it is the season opener for the players and the officials.
I'm not sure they
Blitz
got that
coming again, and a free rusher coming through, and McGraw just had to get rid of it. And that was Sam Hicks again, coming on the blitz untouched. And
well, let me tell you what, Travis did a heck of a job there, standing in the pocket and delivering that ball as he was being hit. Man, he's showing some intestinal fortitude.
Yeah, Trevor's a pretty good quarterback for a sophomore.
Yeah.
Now, Travis, I'm sure he's a pretty good quarterback, too. Travis McGraw, but Trevor McGraw.
Trevor, I'm sorry.
Trevor McGraw. It's all right, we're all learning new names there, and if any of the McGraw family is listening to this broadcast, we apologize about that. So now clock at 50 seconds exactly as Bobcats forced the punt on 4th down. Bailey, another nice punt here, heading towards the sideline. It's going to go out at about the 38-yard line. They're going to put it up at the 39. A little bit of a generous spot there from the official.
43.9 seconds left in the first quarter.
Now Baser has a great chance here to control the ball here at the end of the first and take it into the second quarter.
Yeah, I was hoping that Tongi would be able to utilize that wind a little bit more in this quarter.
Garrison, quick pass over to his receiver, and Clydecy coming in hot. And put a big hit there on Brant Wilson. Yeah, as we talk about Clydecy, not the biggest player out there on the field, as here on the roster sheet they got him listed at 5'9", 178, but he doesn't play like that at all.
He plays much bigger.
A reckless abandon. Baser letting the clock run down. We are now under 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5.
Snap it. Yeah, they're going
Garrison snaps it, gives it to Sizemore. Almost wrapped up in the backfield, but is eventually corralled there at the line of scrimmage. Looks like good penetration there by Logan Blanchard down in the trenches, and that is going to do it for quarter number 1. Bobcats going into the second, leading the Chieftains by 1. And hold on a minute, do we have... Looks like the officials talking again. Are we ready? Yep, players heading back to the sideline. We are officially on to the second quarter. Baser leading the Chieftains 7-6. You're watching Chieftains football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Come count the ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongi's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries, delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill or order now by calling 913-369-7007.
Back here live at Beatty Field, 7-6 is our score. Bobcats leading the hometown Tonganoxie Chieftains. Dylan Funk in the booth alongside Dennis Drennan, bringing you today's action of Friday, should I say afternoon lights?
Friday afternoon
early evening, late afternoon lights?
No lights yet, but maybe in the second half.
We're working on natural light right now. Friday natural lights.
It's like a pass.
Garrison over the middle, through the hands of Brandon.
And he's pretty upset with himself. I think he thought he should have caught that.
Yeah, it looked like it. And and again, apologies to anybody who heard that. Looks like the maybe some of the steaminess and the humidity from this heat has taken our crowd mic down, and if you kind of heard a slight disturbance in the background, it was our field mic. We have it taped up here alongside the window. Looks like the tape kind of gave out, and it's now resting down below. I will fix that as our next commercial break. For a second, I thought we might have lost it out the window. BJ, if you're hearing, it's all good. It's all good. Bobcats now out to punt. High soaring punt. Clyde's just going to step away and get away from it. And that ball's going to roll all the way down to just inside the 10-yard line. A great punt there.
Big punt by the Bobcats. Tough field position. Going into the wind now.
Now with that punt, it took time off the clock as we are now sitting at 11 minutes 43 seconds. And now another call from the official here, another holding call.
So it's going to be half the distance? Is that right?
That's what it should be.
Yeah, as we've spoken about many times, partner, penalties will kill you at all levels of this game.
All levels, absolutely. Doesn't matter if you're just in Pop Warner or if you're playing on Sundays in the NFL. Yeah. Penalties, and especially when those penalties continue to pile up, they will always come back to haunt you. Same with turnovers.
Turnovers and penalties.
Again, Chieftains having their back against the wall here at about the 5-yard line. And it looks like Wildcat position here. Clydesty takes it. He's going to run to the right, trying to find some space to run, and tries to wiggle his way through. And he can't get much further than the line of scrimmage.
Good pursuit to the ball by the Bobcats that time.
After a little 2-yard gain, Clydesty again still back there in the Wildcat. This time handing it off and going absolutely nowhere on that one. The running back got pile driving again. That was Wyatt Harris. He's getting slammed down into the turf.
Looks like we got Trevor McGraw coming back into the game.
And after a 2-yard gain, they now suffer a 2-yard loss. And it's going to make it 3rd and long here inside the 5-yard line.
Well, what you don't want here is another penalty, because then you would have to be backed up into your end zone.
I'll be interested to see what Preston Troyer calls up here if he goes with the pass over run. And we do have
timeout.
A penalty. No, there's a flag here on the far side, but we're pointing over here.
Delay game?
It is. It's a delay game, and the bad situation just keeps getting worse for Tonganoxie, and they are now really starting to feel the pressure here. Their heels at the goal line.
Yeah. You don't need to get it all back in one play.
No, Baser bringing the blitz, and running back able to slip by the game maybe a yard or two, but that'll be just about it. And that's going to be a quick 3 and out for Tonganoxie as McGraw trots off the field, and in comes Gabe Bailey.
He's punting into the wind, too.
Mm-hmm. Seeing a couple of good punts here from Bailey. The returners for Baser at the 30 and 35-yard line. And that snap is rolled back, and we have another whistle. And I don't think the Chieftains are starting to run out of real estate here if they got to move back anymore. And it is another false start, and penalties.
Yeah, they're on the goal line now.
So now if you're Baser, partner, do you just pin your ears back and just send them after them, or what? I mean, there's
I think regardless, they're going to get good field position, so I don't think they want to get a roughing the punter penalty or anything like that.
Gunners are coming in and almost got a little bit of a hand on that one, and like you said, perfect field position. It's going to take a lucky baser bounce, and it's going to be at about the 25-yard line. And
the Tonganoxie defense has got their work cut out for them.
Yeah, the best starting field position the Bobcats have had all game long as they're going to take over. 9:21 left to go here in the second quarter, 9 minutes, 21 seconds. Baser holding the 1-point lead, 7-6 over the Chieftains. Again, if you are just tuning in, Chieftains on the opening drive, got the offense going early, a couple of good completions on the drive from McGraw, capped off by a touchdown pass to Andrew Colvert. Put the Chieftains up by 6, and a bad snap took away the chance of the PAT. And then Baser's touchdown coming on a spectacular catch by Sizemore, and here is Sizemore again, lowering the shoulder and just running over Wyatt Harris there. And Colton Brusman around the area too, and Sizemore, the senior, he is a strong runner. Nevertheless, if he's coming downhill at you, you better just get out of the way and make a personal life choice right there. It's hard to tackle him, and
another flag,
another whistle, and
false start this time on the Bobcats. Looks like.
Hey, these officials and his game partner a little bit whistle happy.
Yeah,
but
they're getting a workout.
They're knocking the rust off them whistles early here as we are not even halfway through the second quarter, and we have just had a plethora of penalties called. Harrison called for the ball. McGowan in motion, and he's going to sling it out to McGowan. And there on the tackle to wrap him up, and good job there by the Chieftains to tackle and swarm. Good job. I think the first person I saw down there is, I believe, that's Trevor McGraw, and it was number 10.
Yeah, and Colton Brewson was in on that as well. He finished him off.
And a snap and bullying his way forward again for again, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage after the loss in the previous play, and it's now going to bring up 3rd and 10 for Basehor-Linwood.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the Chieftains can get a stop here. Although with this field position, they may go for it on 4th down. We'll see.
Empty backfield, 3 receivers near, and it looks like we have another timeout called here by Tonganoxie in the defense, wanting to talk it over again. We're going to go ahead and stay here with them.
Like Coach Bond saw something he didn't like.
And again, just kind of want to circle back to from the kickoff of this game. Tonight was brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank offers a diverse mix of products and services to serve your financial needs. Financing that's new home, expanding your small business, needing assistance with your retirement plans, and more at Community National Bank. Learn more at communitynationalbank.net. And again, on behalf of me and everybody under the umbrella of the Harris Media Services and all of our channels, we want to give a special thank you to all of our sponsors, all of our fans, all of our supporters, all of our schools, and of course, more importantly, our student athletes for making this all possible. We started this last year in the middle of the pandemic, helping bring live high school sporting events to those who were not comfortable with going out or were not able to make it out at all. And after a huge success, we are back for year 2, and we could not be happier. Garrison sending Sizemore out in motion, screen, and dragging a defender near him inside the 5-yard line near that first down marker. And that's...
Is that going to bring up 1st and goal? I haven't spotted it yet.
Might have to come out and measure. It looked pretty close, I would imagine, though, with 7:13 and counting on the clock. Baser just might
up 4th down.
Might go for it.
It looks like, unless they're going to try and call them offsides.
Watch number 7, Brant Wilson here. Another penalty, and this one will be against Baser, so now
that makes it a little more interesting.
Yeah, Coach Stahlbaumer definitely has an interesting decision on his hands here. Is he going to leave the offense out and go for it, or bring in the field goal unit? And from your partner, it looks like he's leaving the offense out there and showing some confidence in his squad early on here.
And the Chieftains need to bow their neck here and get a big stop.
And this isn't just any, 4th and short situation. This is good for like 4th and 6. Garrison, fade to the back corner.
Incomplete
pass.
That's great. Chieftains hold and they take over.
Ty Hoffer had a chance at it, but good defense there by Tonganoxie, forcing the incompletion. Like we said, partner, it was looking pretty dreadful when they punted that ball and gave Baser starting field position at the 25, but nevertheless, great job by this defense, bowing their neck and holding strong.
Yeah, now they still have some real estate to make up here because they're starting deep in their own end zone, deep in their own end again.
And now 6:34 on the clock. Chieftains looking to take the lead back on this drive as McGraw is out there. He takes a snap and gives it to Clydesty, coming across in the backfield. Jet motion, finding some edge here on the near sideline, and finally knocked out of bounds at around the 38-yard line.
Big gain. No laundry on the field either, doesn't look like.
Doesn't look like. It's about time, and a good job there. Aiden Ingram and company shoving him out of bounds, and Chieftains now have a little bit more room to breathe.
It was a big gain.
It looks like they're going to say he stepped out a little closer back to the 30. So they're going to put it at the 32-yard line.
Maybe that'll loosen them up a little bit and we can start moving the ball.
McGraw handing it to Harris, lowering his head, trying to find his way through, and it looks like he might have squeaked through for a gain of 2. The far side official. Now I'll bring up 2nd and 8 here on the 35-yard line. Nose of the football right at the 35-yard line. Offensive line getting set now. McGraw looking at the defense, gives a signal for a center. He gets the snap, hands it to Harris up the gut. And again, looks like about another 2-3 yard gains. They'll be bringing up a 3rd and manageable. And it looks like here in the early goings, Wyatt Harris is getting the bulk of the running back snaps here out on the field. And partner, you know as well as I do, within the past, about 4 years or so, Tongi has lived and breathed through the play of their running backs, dating all the way back to 2017. They have had at least one running back on the team all the way from 2017 to last year with Tyler Bowden, at least rushing over for 1,500 yards since then. In the past 2 seasons, last year with Tyler Bowden and the year before with Cooper Cunningham rushing for over 2,000 yards. So some pretty big shoes to fill there for Harris or any other running back on this varsity squad.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, let's see. Now Coach Troyer faced with a decision here, and
4:43 to go in the half, and the clock is still running.
Yep, and Gabe Bailey putting the helmet on. McGraw coming to the sideline. It looks like they're going to punt it away. And now remember, folks, Gabe Bailey, he is a quarterback, so could see a fake here. 4:30 left to go. It would be pretty risky to go 4-3 going for it in your own territory. And Bailey, he's just going to pooch. Spun away. It's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where the official marks it. And okay, 44-yard line. I think he overshot it just a little bit. Kind of heard the coaches and parents of the Baser sideline going, "Hey, the kick didn't even go over there." Again, after a touchdown on the opening drive, the Chieftain offense hitting a little bit of a rut, a little bit out of rhythm. And meanwhile, Baser looking to keep things rolling here.
Baser's getting a lot of yards, but still only 7 points to show for it.
Yeah, so far, Baser has been dominating on the time of possession and just about everything else. And now Garrison letting it go and contested as he was looking for Brant Wilson, and good defensive coverage down there. That is number 87, Talon Langford, the 6 foot, 171-pound freshman.
He's a really big receiver.
He is.
He's a big target.
Yeah, there's a couple of good receivers on this team, and
he's 6'4". So
yeah, they don't come much bigger. Chance Nelson, 6'4", 200-pound senior, and it wouldn't surprise me if we see him playing somewhere else on Saturdays next year. And now Garrison keeps it going up the gut and finding plenty of space, first down and more. And it looked like number 60, Carter Smith, created some penetration in the backfield, and Garrison was able to take it out of the hands of the back and take it himself up the gut.
That was a good read.
For a first down. It was a good read. Yeah, one of the things I've noticed about Brady Garrison so far is that he's very patient in reading the defense. He will sit there and he will wait and wait and wait. He doesn't immediately pull it away, and he doesn't immediately just give it to the running back either. He will
wait for the defense to commit.
He will, and that is the signs of a good quarterback. Now Baser looking to get going here, and another penalty here.
Neutral zone
infraction on Tongi.
And the penalties keep piling up.
That looked like the big man down low, Cooper Jones, 6'5", 297. He is a biscuit or two away from 300, partner. Definitely one of the biggest players on this Tonganoxie squad.
Yeah, he is that.
As you can just tell, you could see him on the bottom of your screen there.
He was a little too anxious.
Yep. So now 1st and 5 for Baser, 2-back set. Garrison handing it to Sizemore, and again, that offensive line for Baser creating good gaps and seams for Sizemore, and he picks up another first down with about a gain of 8. .320 left on the clock and counting here in the second quarter. Garrison now handing it off again, and a nice strong run here. That's number 24, Jakai Harris. Jakai Harris. And again, if any of the Harris family is listening to this, I apologize about that. Two backs in the backfield, two near side receivers, and Chance Nelson far side near the Baser sideline. Garrison in the backfield, 2:30.
Play clock's under 5 seconds.
Garrison out calls for it. Gives it to Sizemore, and again going right through the line of scrimmage and not touched for about 4 or 5 yards upfield as he converts for another first down, and the Bobcats are in the red zone.
2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the half. Let's see if Tongi can get another stop here.
Another run to Sizemore. This time tripped up to about a 3-4 yard gain.
25.
Andrew Colvert. Linebacker, he is had plenty of tackles in the early goings of this game.
Filled the hole nicely there.
Man coming across in motion. Garrison fakes the handoff, and he's going to take it himself. Has some space and gets pulled back. And it looks like Colvert and company were there to wrap him up and pull him back. Looked like Garrison was about a step or two away from breaking that one open into the end zone. But instead, Chieftains make a hold here, and it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Big down right here.
Big third down play here by the Chieftains, and I believe that is going to be a timeout taken again by Tongi, and that's going to be their last timeout as we have a minute and 1 second remaining here in the first. While they're in this timeout, we are going to step away. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back right after this.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Back here at Beatty Field, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 7-6 is our score, a low-scoring affair compared to last year's contest at Basehor-Linwood. 1 minute and 1 second remaining here, and Bobcats find themselves inside the 10-yard line looking for pay dirt here to really stretch their lead out here before halftime. Sizemore off the hip of the left tackle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Basehor-Linwood. That'll be the second touchdown of the day for Sizemore, one receiving and that one rushing. And that was just
power football right there.
That was just power football. It's exactly what Basehor was doing that whole drive, and they capped it off there with a nice about 9-yard run for the touchdown by Sizemore, and now looking for the extra point here. And it's a fake, and he's going to take it up the gut, and good awareness there. Brant Wilson sneaking it up the gut for 2. Stretching the lead now to 2 possessions.
Like the Chieftains may have been caught napping on that one.
So 15 unanswered now by Basehor-Linwood, and they are sitting pretty comfortably now as we are 55.5 seconds left to go here in the first half and before we get into halftime. Tonganoxie offense still looking to get on rhythm here. It seems like anytime they get a big play, they start getting it together. There's some penalty that kind of kills the rhythm. They need to find a way to take that out of the equation and really get this offense going downfield. It's the KOR team, the kickoff return team. Well, they not get their instructions from their coach, and Basehor now out on the field ready to kick it off, and 28 Gage Greer. We got Wyatt Harris and Tanner Hand now in the back for the Chieftains, ready to return this kick. And it's going to go to Wyatt, and he catches it. Trying to find some daylight. Slips away there just for a brief moment, and now the swarm of white jerseys is going to bring him down just around the 28, 29-yard line. And with 46 seconds left and no timeouts, the Chieftains are going to have to go
up-tempo.
They're going to have to go up-tempo for sure.
Probably going to have to throw the ball. Unless they're going to regroup at half.
Close to about 70 yards they got to go here. 46 seconds, and we'll see what Preston Troyer and the offense draws up here as McGraw calls for it, fakes the handoff, and is immediately met in the backfield, but is able to slip. He's got a defender open, and just can't quite bring it in, but there is a flag down. And might be adding an additional 15 for unsportsmanlike conduct there. As that looked like number 14, Denton Gentry, might have been jawing at Isaiah Holtis, who was going up to catch that ball. The 6'1 sophomore had a good shot at it, but all right, so we got 2 flags on the play. Here's the official's call. So he calls out the pass interference. That'll be a free 15 yards for the Chieftains, bringing them up to the 45-yard line. And seems like there was no mention of the second flag after the play.
Well, looks like he just picked it up.
All right, 37.9 seconds left. Chieftains with the ball at their own 45-yard line, trailing the Bobcats 15-6, looking to get another score here before halftime. Again, McGraw feeling the pressure, dumps it down underneath, and that's Holtis again, and he's going to be stopped for a loss, and that clock is going to keep on running. And this offensive line for Tonganoxie, they seem to be having a hard time either holding off the pass rush of this Bobcat defense. They have been in the backfield
10 seconds.
Quite a lot. We are now under 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. Ball snap now to McGraw. Fakes the handoff. Looking, gets hit as he throws it. It's intercepted on the near sideline, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. That's number 30, Caleb Barr. And that will bring an end to this half, and now McGraw is limping, and he is favoring that left hand. And that will do it here in the first half. Not a great finish for the Chieftains as they trail the Bobcats 15-6. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back with our halftime show. You're watching Chieftains football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
And back live here at Beatty Field, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. And we got a halftime score, 15-6 in favor of the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. And partner, let's talk about this first half for a minute. Chieftains get the opening kickoff. They go right down. They score a touchdown. McGraw to Colbert on the touchdown reception. Didn't get the extra points. They were leading 6-0, and now we're sitting here at halftime. 15 straight unanswered by Basehor, and
a lot of that had to do with field position, poor field position for the Chieftains, and good execution by the Bobcats on offense.
Yeah, it definitely seemed
a lot of penalties.
Yeah, penalties. That's definitely some penalties. A lot of false starts and kind of uncharacteristic penalties as you see for an Al Troyer-led squad.
Yeah, they're usually pretty disciplined.
Yeah, pretty disciplined indeed, and it's been pretty well fought battle so far. Basehor, after a couple drives there at the start of the game, really have found their stride, and they've been pretty dominant ever since then. Definitely, like having more yards on the run, especially with senior back Sizemore. He's just been a beast. Zach Sizemore, he's been a beast to contain this whole entire game, and we saw it on that last touchdown drive by Basehor. That was led and that was powered by Sizemore as he just ran it down the field and he punched it in for 6, and then of course a good call by Coach Stahlbaumer on their side going for 2 as taking the direct snap. Brant Wilson on the extra point, just taking the snap and rushing it right up the middle, catching the Chieftains off guard as they were bringing the pressure out from the edges, leaving the open pretty vulnerable. And that's how we sit here now, 15-6 as our score, as the Chieftain Stars dance team is now out on the field and having some technical difficulties up here with the music, so they are waiting so patiently. THS band over in the end zone waiting to do their halftime routine. And this is all said and done, and I have been in many locker rooms, partner, where Tongi, where we had a really good first half, and I've been in them when we've had a not so good first half and found ourselves struggling. And those half times when you're up and you're having a good time, those are definitely a lot better than what the Chieftains are going through right now. Coaches all around definitely cannot be happy with the way their team has performed so far early on in this contest.
No, but like you said, it's early in the season. It's the first game. I'm sure there's a lot of jitters and nerves going on, but hopefully the coaches can get them rallied and come back and have a great second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And our halftime show brought to you by White Birch Properties. Realty executives at White Birch Properties. You have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Their team is ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-915-0451. The music is now up and going. The Stars are off and dancing. And again, we are now 6-16. So if this was a traditional Friday night, partner, we'd be now getting to the point where teams would start coming out of the locker rooms, kind of getting through their stretches and starting to warm up. And again, kind of a quirky start today. And we thought, a lot of that last year with the pandemic going on. We had a lot of early starts. We had a lot of postponements. We had a lot of Saturday games. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And a special thank you to the people at the concession stands just dropping off some red Powerade and some Snickers to us up here in the press box. And I got to tell you, I absolutely love this town. I love this school. This place is dynamite. Perfect for a little hot and steamy night here in Tonganoxie, Kansas. And 8:30 left to go here in halftime. The band is now marching out onto the field for their halftime show. Again, the band led by Charles Van Middlesworth. He has been a huge part of the Tonganoxie band for just about as long as I can remember. He is definitely one of the more dedicated individuals in this town when it comes to preparing his squad, preparing his team, preparing his kids. And with that being said, we're going to step away. We're going to take another halftime break here, and we'll be right back with some more right after this. You're watching Chieftains football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance, local, independent, serving you.
Trendy tees, fun fashions, team threads, and even candy for the kids. That's the Rustic Heifer in Tonganoxie. The Rustic Heifer is helping make Tongi a boutique lover's paradise. One-of-a-kind, handmade, locally sourced decor, clothes, and accessories. Find the right style for a night out on the town or the best fan gear for the big game. Support local, shop local. Find them on Facebook at Rustic Heifer Boutique and Custom Gifts or stop by 616 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Are you sweating your AC? Pipes plugged? Are you in hot water with your hot water heater? Don't be sad. Be glad with LAD. LAD Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. LAD is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Learn why you'll be glad with LAD at ladserviceco.com. Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Back here at Bayfield, halftime in this 2021 season opener. Bobcats leading the Chieftains 15-6. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan and the band getting down with some Uptown Funk on the field. And yeah, I have heard so many puns and stuff from this song, given my last name. I've heard it all so much, but so Barnard, we're starting to wind down here at halftime. About 4 minutes, 30 seconds until the team comes back on the field, and they'll get about a 2-3 minute warm-up period. So what's something that you'll be looking forward to in the second half, maybe some adjustments that the Chieftains could be making to help better their play here?
Well, first of all, I think they need to clean up the penalties. You know, that just kills you, and you just can't have that at any level. So I'm looking forward to a cleaner second half, not nearly as many penalties, and I think if you do that, they may have a chance to get back into rhythm here. And I've been really impressed with the sophomore quarterback. He's looked really good, standing strong in the pocket. If they can give him a little bit more time, I think maybe they can pick up some yardage.
Yeah, absolutely. Trevor McGraw, and again, coming into this game, it's been a quarterback battle all season long between the senior Gabe Bailey and Trevor McGraw, the now sophomore, and we saw a little bit of both play this past season when Gabe Bailey started 2 games last year, the home opener against Lewisburg, and then that game on the road, the only Frontier League loss the Chieftains had last year at Paola when Blake Poggi was out due to COVID-19, the contact. Looked pretty sharp in those games. You could tell, obviously, his first time starting on the varsity level, but once he got his feet wet, he got a little more comfortable. He started to feel more confidence in himself, and we saw a little bit towards the tail end of the season of Trevor McGraw. And when we saw him, it was a lot of in garbage time, running clock. So, and we didn't really get to see him against a varsity squad. Now we're seeing him against a very tough defense varsity squad in the Basehor Bobcat, led by all seniors, and there's two first team Frontier League defensive players back there as well. And like you said, he's been holding his own. He had getting the touchdown pass early, and then since then, his offensive line, it's been a little bit iffy here and there. The pass protection hasn't been great, something I'm sure that Coach Bond, the offensive line coach, is addressing in that locker room right now as we speak. So it's got to be better. Give McGraw a little bit more time, and he's shown he has a little bit of time to make it throws. He can find receivers downfield, so definitely an adjustment that the Chieftains are going to be looking to make here, as they should be coming out of the locker room any minute now. Basehor back out, getting their stretches in. We are now under a minute. Band coming back up into the stands, heading into their little crow's nest here in the bleachers. And again, a good job from Charles Van Millsworth, 2021-2022 Tonganoxie Chieftain Marching Band and their halftime show. And it looks like the officials are coming back out, and just wanted to give an update on the official that had seemed to have taken a fall earlier in the game. He sat on the sideline on the bench for the remainder of that first half here on the Tonganoxie sideline, and then during halftime it looks like they got a cart around and they helped cart him off to get some extra care. So we wish all the best to that official and hope he's back at it soon.
One less flag to throw, that's a good sign.
Oh, you just had to go there with that. Well said, partner. So minute away here, and here come the Chieftains out of the locker room as they are taking the field, getting ready for some warm-ups. We're going to take our final break, and we'll be right back right after this. You're watching Chieftains football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongie's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries, delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill, or order now by calling 913-369-7007.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
All right, welcome back. Both teams out of the locker room, and it looks like they are going to forego their little extra 3-minute warm-up period, as they looks like both teams are officially ready to kind of get back out on that field. We'll get the second half going.
And since the Bobcats deferred after winning the toss, the Chieftains will be kicking off. So the Chieftains defense has an opportunity to get back on track.
Sorry about that little mix up there. Again, the score is 15-6. Not the best first half for Tonganoxie, but again, this is first game of the year. You got all those jitters and stuff out of your way now. Now it's time to iron out the mistakes and time to play some football.
Let's see what kind of halftime adjustments were made. I mean, they're still in this game, no question. I mean,
without a doubt, it's only a 9-point game, and they still have a whole nother half to play, and now both teams back out onto the field and waiting for the...
Need to reset the clock.
Yeah, the clock official needs to get the 12 minutes out on the board, and we are ready to go. McWilliams has the hand up, ready to go, and there's the whistle from the officials.
A little bit of a problem with the clock management.
Need to get it set here.
Looks like they may just let it run down.
Both teams are out on the field ready to go. Yeah, it looks like they are just going to let the final 50 seconds and counting just run out before we can kick off. So I guess you can cue the Jeopardy music now. Would it be easier just to reset the clock as a whole? I don't know. I'm just here to broadcast. I'm not any part of that. And again, the second half kickoff is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank offers a diverse mix of products and services to serve your financial needs, whether it's financing that new home, expanding your small business, or needing assistance with your retirement plans, and a whole lot more at Community National Bank. Learn more at communitynationalbank.net. And it's just like the New Year's clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now can we play some football here in the second half?
There we go.
There we go. 12's on the clock. McWilliams hands up. He goes up and he pooches this one to the far sideline, and right there calling for the fair catch is Nelson. Again, Bobcats still having some pretty decent field position, and I know Jax McWilliams saw it a lot last year. Whenever they didn't do the pooch kicks, he does have the ability to boot it out of the end zone, and some people might question why don't they just do that every time instead of giving the ball to the opponent at the 35, 40-yard line around there. But
when you do that, though, you don't give up a touchdown.
Yes, I mean it's hard to argue with some success, and it looked like there might have been some early movement along the offensive line, but no flag is going to be thrown on that one, and nevertheless it's going to be a short gain.
Going right back to the bell cow running back.
Yeah, Sizemore, he's definitely over 100 yards already in this game. 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 rushing. He has been a pure offensive source here for the Bobcats outside of extra points and the 2-point conversion. Garrison called for the snap. Up the middle, and there he goes again. Sizemore breaking through, and that is near the first down marker. Let's see if they give it to him.
Yep.
And they do. First down, Bobcats.
Going to have to stop that run.
And traditionally, just in recent memory, the Chieftain defense, traditionally known as one that is really hard to run on, especially last year. Teams were averaging less than 100 yards rushing a game on them, and Sizemore again, another 8-yard gain there.
He's just ripping off chunks. And it looks like there's a flag on the field.
And a flag indeed, it looks like. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, it looks like it's on Baser. They're walking back.
Chieftains getting a little lucky there.
Looked like that was a holding call.
Now, 1st and 20 here for the Bobcats. Garrison looking long, and he's got Sizemore, and he just can't bring it in. It was in and out of his hands.
That was a well-thrown ball.
Was a well-thrown ball, and it was right in the hands of Sizemore. He just couldn't quite bring it in, and we have another flag in the backfield. Maybe illegal motion, if that's what I saw.
Now the Bobcats are coming out, making mistakes.
And back-to-back penalties now here for Basehor, and after a couple of good runs here by Sizemore, they are now
backed up.
Way backed up. Now 1st and 25 here for Basehor-Linwood.
Let's hope the Chieftains can hold them here.
All right, whistles are blown. Clock is going. 10:35 left. Garrison, halfback draw to Sizemore, making men miss, and this is quite a show that Sizemore has been putting on, as that is another great run there.
He hits that hole with a lot of speed.
And Zach Sizemore, when he comes running downhill, you know, they got him listed down here, 6'1", 180 pounds, but I tend to disagree with that. Now Garrison oversails that one as he was looking for his receiver, number 19, Mile Hinkle. And Jesse Young was there in coverage as he seemed to lose his footing there towards the end.
That brings up a 3rd and long, and the Chieftains really could use a stop here.
3rd and 13. Traditionally a passing down, but wouldn't be surprised if Basehor tries to pull off another
halfback
draw.
It's been really a good weapon for him so far.
Garrison now calling for the ball. He gets a snap. Stepping back. Pressure. Lobs it. He's got a man. Completes it.
That's too bad because Clydesty was really contesting that.
Clydesty was there on the coverage, but too much to handle. Mile Hinkle getting the ball thrown his way again. That time coming up huge. And the Bobcats convert, and they are now in Tonganoxie territory at their own. That's
a huge play.
About 37. Garrison keeping it.
Pulls it out.
He's going to get forced out of bounds right by the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit angles there by the Chieftains.
Looked like Sam had his hands on that ball too.
Yeah,
couldn't quite get it away from him.
It was definitely a 50-50 ball, but for sure, and it looked like Hinkle just turned his head and saw it before Clydesty did, and he was able to get it.
It was really pretty good coverage.
Here we go again. Garrison pulling out again, makes one man miss, and then is immediately tackled to the ground, and okay, his head was pile driven into the turf, but he gets up all good.
That was a pretty good look there.
You know, another 3rd and 7 here. Tonganoxie definitely.
Yeah, down a distance here. The Chieftain defense really needs to step up and have it.
Desperately in need of a stop here.
Yeah.
Garrison back to pass. Screen. Sizemore collects. And Chieftains finally wrangle him down, but not before he collects another 1st down.
Yeah.
And this has just been the Zach Sizemore show. Through the air, on turf. What a game for number 20. Now going with a little bit of tempo here, and yeah, there was definitely some early movement there. It looked like the left tackle, left guard, left tackle on Basehor, and that is the call.
Tonga needs to take some advantage of these mistakes by Bobcats.
8 minutes, 27 seconds on the clock here. Score is still 15-6. Basehor looking to go for back-to-back touchdown drives here. They get the call from the sideline. Look at the wristbands. That'll line up in formation. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here, and a timeout called
by the Bobcats.
Coach Stahlbaumer maybe wanting to draw up another play here during this timeout. We're going to take another quick break here. You're watching Chieftains football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-334-1122. That's 913-334-1122. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance. Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com. All
right, now back live here at Beatty Field. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 15-6 is our score. 8:02 left on the clock. Coming out of the timeout here. Bobcats long first and 15, and another give to Sizemore. And he gets him pretty close back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe just a yard or two short. Bring up 2nd and 11.
Like an empty backfield now.
Yep. Garrison now looking to pass, bringing in the extra receiver as well with 88 Swan, and it looks like he was looking to connect with Sizemore again on the near sideline, but he wasn't turned around quite yet. And now another 3rd and long here. Chieftains need a stop.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 11, so now would be a good time.
Rolling out near side, Garrison throwing the ball and caught, but out of bounds, incomplete. And again, that was another 50-50 ball. Clydesty on coverage there. Mile Hinkle again. That was
a nice catch.
That was really close there, right at the 1 yard line, and they're going to say that he was out of bounds. And that'll bring up a 4th and 11, and looks like no hurry to get the offense off the field, partner. Looks like they might be going for this.
It looks like it, because there's only 15 seconds before they have to snap it.
And Baser showing a lot of confidence here, and they are going to run it. Roll out left, Garrison lobbing it, intercepted! Intercepted, and I believe that's Gabe Bailey, number 6.
Awesome.
Waiting to get confirmation, it is Gabe Bailey coming up with a huge interception there, and maybe you have to question the call there from the Baser sideline.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, Chieftains get a huge break, and they finally get a stop. 7 minutes and 10 seconds remains on the clock after the long drive by the Bobcats, and now the Chieftains taking over right about the 14-yard line.
That's been the story, too. The Chieftains have had bad field position since about halfway through the first half. They've been playing deep in their own territory, so hopefully they can make up some ground here and flip the field.
Looking to turn that around now, and McGraw, he's going to give it off to his running back. I believe that was Harris, and that's another
pretty good gain.
Good gain indeed, and it looked like number 23, Aiden Baker, for the Bobcats was there to meet him.
Talk about a 7-yard gain. Maybe 8.
And Chieftains will take that every time. Clock running, 6:50 and counting. Surprised the Chieftains aren't going a little bit more up-tempo in this. We've seen it a lot in the past whenever they might try to catch an opponent off guard, and the bad snap, and McGraw can do nothing but just hop on top of it. And
that one's going to hurt.
And after the gain of 8, they're going to go back and lose yards of about 6 yards.
They get back about what they gained.
That's going to get about now a 3rd and long here, and we're not quite into the into the time yet where they absolutely need to, convert on this or anything like that. But I feel that would, this would be a huge momentum killer again off the Gabe Bailey interception if they can't convert. Let's see McGraw stepping up through the pressure and completes the pass, and a good job there. And again, that's Isaiah Holtis able to go up, collect it, and take a hit.
And McGraw showing really good pocket presence.
Yeah, that's the same about Basehor. They'll bring their outside linebackers, and they'll have them rush on the edge, kind of collapse the pocket. And McGraw, like you said, the sophomore, doing a great job stepping up in the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, and is definitely fearless. He's not afraid to take a hit.
He's really fearless, and he delivered a strike right there.
Yeah, the more and more I watch this young kid, the more and more I'm convinced he won this
snap.
Yeah, and
goodness.
And another bad snap is, I believe that is Cole down there.
Yeah, that's going to bring
at the center.
About second 15. Yeah, it was hurt. Well, they'll get that cleaned up, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure, and I believe
it's really hot and sticky down there, and the center is wearing gloves. So.
And I believe now looking at that's number 58, Aiden McIntosh. So I'm just going to assume that starting lineup that I was sent this weekend is not so valid. So that aggressive, and
close to a horse collar,
slinging him to the ground. Number 14, Denton Gentry, and a good job there, Jesse Young getting up after that. And that looked pretty rough for tackle, and like you said, partner, pretty close to a horse collar tackle. Taking the second and 15, they'll bring it down to a 3rd and 9, so another long third down conversion needed here by Tonganoxie.
Yeah, they need some more first down so they can flip the field here. They've been playing in their own half of the field for too long here.
Haven't touched pay dirt since the opening drive of this game. Looking to change that right here. McGraw.
They haven't even been in opponent's territory much.
Snaps it, and he's not going to avoid the pressure that time as he's going to be sacked.
And lose another 7 yards.
And it looks like Bobcats might have a man down. They are signaling for some help, and I believe that's number 95, Drake Courtney, and it looked like he was the one in there, one of the ones in there to get the sack, and he's hobbling off gingerly. Might have turned an ankle or something, but good to see he's getting off on his own power. But then again, partner, that's another momentum killer here for Tonganoxie as Gabe Bailey's going to trot back out for another punt.
And they're going to be punting, from the 15, 17-yard line. Hopefully he can get a good boot on this one. Pooch kick. Basehor-Linwood would still have good starting field position.
Yeah, I can't really remember a time in this game yet where the Bobcats have had to start no further than about the 35-yard line in their own territory.
That's really been a big story of the whole game is field position since the first quarter.
I believe it. And it looks like carrying over the PA, it looks like we're going to take a little quick breather here for a water break, keep those boys hydrated, and we're going to take our own little commercial break and hydrate ourselves. We'll be right back right after this. You're watching Chieftains football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Count the ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongie's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries, delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill or order now by calling 913-369-7007. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Back here at Tonganoxie High School, Beatty Field, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, and Chieftains having to punt the ball away there, spoiling the drive after the Gabe Bailey interception. And now the Bobcats looking to take over as they start at right around the 40-yard line. And
it looks like they're keeping it on the
44-yard line.
It looks like they're keeping it on the ground to run some clock here.
Yeah, definitely no hurry. About 3:25 left here in the third, having 2-possession lead, 15-6, and definitely, if I'm the play caller over there on that Basehor sideline, I am in no hurry at all to start getting the air raid on, especially what Sizemore has been doing. Looks like a sprint out option here. Garrison keeping it himself, and might have been the wrong decision. That Clydesty is going to get back there, and the Bobcats are going to take a huge loss here.
That's a nice play by Sam.
Yeah, and again, it's a good job there by this defense being assignment sound, fundamentally sound, and Clydesty kind of getting the sense that Garrison wasn't going to pitch it anytime soon, so just coming in fast, and
he closed that gap quickly.
He did, and definitely one of the few Chieftains so far in this game that has been having one to remember. 3rd and 10 here. Defense looking to make a stop.
Well, it'd be nice. They need to.
Wilson set in motion. Garrison takes the snap. Pressure's on. Another screen pass to Sizemore. He's going to weave his way around, spin move, and picks up the first down. And the Chieftain defense just has no answer for Zach Sizemore.
He's a bull in a china closet. He's tough to bring down. I mean, you cannot hit that man high because he's too strong.
Not much that you can do there.
You have to hit him low.
Now again, option. Garrison keeps it, goes up the gut, and picks up another 5-6 yards.
That was another good read.
And the Bobcats have been getting it done on the ground so far in this game, and we're hoping to get some stats here at the end of this game to get some totals, because that'd be interesting to see what the final yardage total is for Sizemore and the rest of the rushing attack by the Bobcats. And Sizemore again, easy ending up, and at this point, partner, is Tongi front is just getting gashed, and it's not too often you see a Tonganoxie defense just get dominated up front like that. That's something that they've prided themselves on in years past.
Well, it's still early in the year, but and they're up against a heck of a running back tonight.
Yep, and on top of all that, again, Basehor another the top 10 team in Class 4A. Tongi sitting at 2 right now. Basehor right in there at 10. But this is definitely no easy challenge to open your season. And when you add in a little bit of the rivalry impact there, a little bit of the hatred that schools might have, players might have for each other, and then there's a lot of driving factors in this game. And so far, Basehor-Linwood has just seemed like the more prepared team, and we're just now under 30 seconds. Garrison keeping again, and partner, he is just doing a great job reading that defense, being patient, seeing what they're giving him, and taking advantage. And that might be the last play of the third quarter. Basehor doesn't have to run another one. 30 seconds on the clock, and we are now.
Looks like that's going to be it. Basehor's walking off the field.
4's up here on the sideline, and the Chieftains are starting to run out of time here. We are heading to the fourth quarter. Chieftains looking to make a comeback here, 15-6 as they trail the Bobcats. We'll be right back right after this with the fourth quarter action. You're watching Chieftains football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-334-1122. That's 913-334-1122. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance.
Welcome back. 15-6 is our score in favor of the Basehor Bobcats, and we are down to the fourth quarter here as it is now 6:53 in the evening, about the time that we traditionally start getting going with Friday Night Lights. And again, we had some little last-minute scrambling today with some storms that were moving in tonight. They moved the game up to avoid any conflicts. And so far, partner, I don't know if that maybe has to do with the performance that the Chieftains have put out on the field so far.
Well, anytime you mess with a routine, and I know Coach Troyer has a strict routine, that can't be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, they really do.
But you know, you have to do what you got to do.
And now Sizemore again breaking tackles, and he's going to be in for his third touchdown of the game. Touchdown, Basehor.
Yeah, you can see the scoreboard there.
11:24 on the clock, and
21 unanswered by the Basehor Bobcats.
And this has just been a show put on by Zach Sizemore, and
it sure has. It's been almost a one-man show.
You know, we've seen Garrison when he needs to pass the ball, he can pass the ball for sure.
Well, he's doing a good job on those reads too, pulling it out.
And again, another direct snap, and the Chieftains might have been ready for this one, and he did not get in. So maybe a little bit too greedy there from the Basehor sideline, and that's going to keep it a 21-6 score.
Chieftains are still in this thing, but they're running out of time. They're going to have to get going.
Yeah, we just want to give a thank you to all the viewers that have tuned in and are watching this game this evening. And again, we appreciate all your support and for making this second season possible for us here at Tonganoxie Sports Live. And on behalf of me, my boss BJ Harris, and everybody else at the Harris Media Services, we thank you all very much. We want to thank the Tonganoxie community very much for all their support and granting us the opportunity to be here every Friday night and bring you coverage of Tonganoxie football.
That's a great community. It really is.
It really is. It's a great community. It's a community that sticks with you, and I feel so bad because, you know, last year my partner John Roskov, who is now working over at our partner station at Paola Sports Live with Jackson Mielman, he never really got to experience kind of the full kind of community effect of Tonganoxie. Again, last year with the pandemic and stuff, everything wasn't quite as normal. Still a little bit of hoops to jump through even this year, but not as many as there were last year. So I do feel a little bit sorry for him on that, but nevertheless, Chieftains returning the ball here, and looks like they're going to get it up to just about the 30-yard line, maybe a little bit after. And I think they're going to mark him. Yeah, it looks like Whitehat's going to mark him right at the 30, if not just a little short. Well, now I think we are now in the part of the game, partner, where if the Chieftains don't score a touchdown here, that they really might be in some deep trouble.
It's going to be tough if they don't get something going on this drive, because with Basehor having the ability to run the ball that they can right now, it's just going to eat that clock up.
Yeah, so Chieftains don't really have a lot of time to waste either. They
really need to go up tempo if they can.
Got to go up tempo, maybe start passing the ball. And of course, what do I know is they hand it right off there. And
well, you got to keep them honest.
Yeah. So it looked like that was. Now 2nd and 7, and Wyatt Harris coming in for Jesse Young on the substitution.
Offense taking a long look at their coach.
As you know,
they're ready to go.
Preston Troyer giving the hand signals in from the sideline. Now, look at the defense. Calls for the snap and rolls out, passing it. Nice ball, and just over the hand. As I think he was looking for Holtis again, and double coverage there by Baser, so maybe pretty good that he overthrew that one. It might have been picked. And now they're going to send Jesse Young back into the game. And 3rd and 7 here. Would you start saying this is 4th down territory now?
I don't think on this drive, but definitely the next one. It depends on what they do on their next defensive stand.
That'll be interesting to see. Definitely need the first down here. Clydesty in motion. And they give the handoff to Harris, and Harris not getting anywhere as that front defensive line by Baser is just dominating the O-line of Tongi, and Gabe Bailey, he's sitting right next to Troyer, and he puts his helmet on, and it looks like they are going to punt again, and as we are now just now at the 10-minute mark on the clock, 10 minutes and counting.
But again, you know, Tongi didn't have good starting field position after that. Yeah, good kickoff.
They haven't seen much past that midfield line into Baser territory ever since the first drive of the game, partner. It's been rough going for this offense, to say the least. And now a bad snap, and this is just going to keep getting worse. And now Baser, they're going to be right at the 20-yard line. For Tongi has another bad snap there by the center. And a touchdown here by the Bobcats could very well put this game on ice.
Well, and the Bobcats getting wonderful field position again, so. Sounds like they're calling out the 50-50 raffle.
Oh my God, I think that's my number. You wish. I wish. You are right. I wish.
All right, let's see if the Chieftain defense can make a stand here.
Garrison now throwing it out. Making a miss there, and another good reception there, and that's Brant Wilson.
Close to a first down. Just short, looks like. Yeah, about 4 yards short.
Yeah, it seemed like he might have gotten a little closer. But
that's what I thought.
But nevertheless, we'll take it. So 2nd and 3 here. Garrison's just giving it right back to Sizemore, and again, you can just see, if you watch the offensive line of Baser, you can just see him instantly pushing the Chieftains back 1-2 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
And, you know, Sizemore's basically going untouched all the way through the line of scrimmage and not even a couple of yards after. And it has just been...
Running back and quarterback's best friend is that offensive line.
Yep. Now Ja'Kai Harris is coming in, giving Sizemore a well-deserved breather, and now he's going to take it. And he gets tripped up there by Schleichel.
Looks like 2nd and goal. That ball's on the 5-yard line.
Looks like Sizemore and Nelson are back in. Now I know I've watched some film on Baser, and they like to kind of run these little tight end slips here in the red zone, so watch for Brant Wilson. And instead they're going to run the ball here, and a little minimal game there. You can see some resistance from the Chieftain defense. Connor Bruch back there, and that will bring up another 3rd down, about 3rd and 5.
Bobcats with the ball with Old Glory waving in the background.
I still love that they do that for every game.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
Sizemore going off tackle, and he's going to get wrapped up and just near that goal line, partner. And
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it here. I think that's pretty much a no-brainer.
Yeah, unless they want to try a field goal, but
Fourth and 1 at the 1 yard line,
Yeah.
and when you've been dominating on the ground like they have been, I mean, there's no point.
No, I think they're going to run it. They got Sizemore in there again.
Yep, Ja'Kai Harris and Sizemore in the back, and guess who it goes to as he leaps
Into the end zone.
into the end zone. His 4th touchdown of the game. Zach Sizemore. It has been a one-man show for the boys in green. Touchdown Bobcats.
Was he hurt on that? He looked like he walked off.
Sizemore? Yeah, looks like he...
No, I think he's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything serious, but... From the way he's played, I'd be surprised if they send him back out there, if there is something that's hampering him.
Yeah, if he tweaked anything, I wouldn't send him back out.
All right, Greer looking to come on for the extra point.
Good.
Looked like a low snap and looked like he got a little bit too much of the tip of the toe on that one, as it ricochets no good. And
6:47 to play in the game.
6:47, 27-6 Baser.
Chieftains down by 3 scores. Have to do something on this drive.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bleak here. And the Chieftains have won the last 2 home openers against Basehor-Linwood, and of course talked about the big victory last year, the 62-23 victory they had last year, and then they won to the year prior of that here on this home field. And now Basehor looking to hang on here and take away bragging rights for this year. Chiefs are drawing out to return the kick. Tanner Hand and Wyatt Harris back to return. Greer set to kick it off here for Basehor-Linwood. We got the whistle from the officials, and he boots it away, and it's going to go into the direction here of Hand. Let's see what Hand can do as he gets tackled just shy of the 30-yard line, right around the 27.
That's a decent return because that ball was fielded inside the 5.
Now there's 6:39 on the clock, and Chieftains down by 3 scores. They have all 3 timeouts remaining, and if they want any hope, they're going to have to score on this, and they're going to have to score fast, partner.
Yeah, they can't do a long sustained drive. They need big chunks.
Now another run here for Harris, and looked like the first to make contact there was number 31, Alonzo Luna. The rest of the Basehor squad got to him. Excuse me, that was number 34, Peyton McGee. Yeah, no real sense of urgency here from Dongy, and that clock keeps running as we're approaching 6 minutes now. About 3, 2, 1. We are now at 6 minutes. McGraw claps, takes a snap, pulls it out, and it looked like he was going to throw, and it looked like he lost his grip mid-throw. He was able to fall right back on it, but those are just kind of some of the miscues and mishaps that the Chieftain offense has been battling with all night long.
Well, it's very humid, and if that ball's slicker, I I don't know, but it looks like it just slipped out of his hand.
The way that these guys have been practicing all through the summer and stuff, I mean, that seems like something you might be used to by now. But
well, that brings up a long 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14, got to have it, and I think I would probably say here this is 4th down territory. McGraw looking to pass again, stepping up and fires an incomplete, and it hits the official. And again, McGraw, he's been pressured on, I would comfortably say, half of his dropbacks, if not more, if I feel like I'm watching Super Bowl 55 again, partner. You know, it's rough. It's been rough going out there, and Bailey's going to come on out again to punt this ball away, and the clock stopped right now at 5:21, and and another high snap, but Bailey's able to get it, and he pooches it over, and a nice return there, a good hit by Jesse Young as he was able to bring him down.
I think it was a little payback for Jesse because he got walloped in the back on the play before.
Yes. He found Gentry and he gave him a good lick on the shoulder. But again, like we talked about, this is a sight we've seen all too often tonight, partner. Bobcats starting here at the 49-yard line.
They've been at nearly midfield on every drive. That old field position game.
And now it looks like we have a quarterback change. Here it looks like we got number 10, Brady Vandonge. Number 10 from Baser. And looks like that'll be the end of the night for Garrison. And it looks like Sizemore's going to stay out. And that really starting to look around. And it looks like the second string is now going to start filling in. And they're going to finish this ball game. 4:45 left to go here. 27-6 Baser. And Dodge handing it to Harris, and he is met immediately and elevated and put down. That was right there. Connor Bruch again. Andrew Colvert in on the mix as well. Ty Hoffer coming into the ballgame. He's the receiver here at the bottom of your screen. Back, gets the snap and now hands it to Harris. He's going to go left side, breaks one tackle and is wrapped up immediately and not quite brought down yet. They finally called the play dead. Colton Boozman was the first Chieftain there to get a hand on him.
That clock keeps running. Down to 3.5 minutes to go.
Yep, and now 4th and 4, and now we...
Looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah, this is a...
But again, you know, they're punting from midfield, so field position could play a big part unless we can get a decent return.
And very good indeed. And Clytus, he's back to return. His heels right about the 5-yard line.
He's dangerous. If he can get a block or two, he can take it to the house.
And again, Baser, no hurry at all. 3 on the game clock, and
they'll take 5 yards. Or did they call timeout?
They called timeout, and I agreed with you, partner. I'd take, instead they burned the timeout, so the play clock was starting to expire, and the play clock is now down to 3 minutes and 3 seconds. A little intermission here. We're going to go ahead and stay here. And don't forget to hang around after the game, as few moments after the final whistle and handshakes are handed out, Coach Al Troyer, he will come up into the booth and he will be giving us a chance to ask him a few questions at a post-game interview. And I was pretty accustomed last year to kind of asking him some questions after they just won in a landslide. And tonight might be a little bit different, but I can guarantee you that run defense in this week of practice is probably going to get ran a lot.
No question.
Both players out there ready to resume play.
I'm not sure what they're doing here. Okay, yeah, he's going to punt.
High punts, looking to come down at around the 25, bounces. And it's going to take a baser bounce, and it's going to be just shy of the 15-yard line, maybe at the 16.
Horrible field position again.
Yeah, this has definitely been a game that has been determined by time of possession and field position play.
No question. Field position has just been a big factor here. Because, when Tongi had good, decent field position, they were able to run their offense pretty well. But since then, it's been tough.
Yeah, it's just been tough sledding for this Chieftain team all game long, and it's not going to get any better here. Well, hold on now here, and Wyatt Harris breaking through some tackles and making something out of nothing there. What looked like a loss, he turns into a solid gain here. Good job there by Wyatt Harris.
Yeah, that was all on Wyatt there. He bounced that to the outside after it was wrapped up.
Yep, and folks, don't forget we are going to be on the road with the Chieftains as they make the trip down to Lewisburg to take on the Wildcats. We will be there for that game as well. Pre-game show starts at 6:30. Technical difficulties hopefully won't be as much of a factor as they were today. And we will bring you the live coverage of the Chieftains versus the Wildcats.
You did?
No, I didn't leak this. This is... If anybody knows of anybody that is missing a COVID-19 vaccination record card, might want to let them know. We have just been turned in one that was found at the concession stands. We were told, as this is a nice run here.
That's good for a first down.
Good run there, Colton Bruisman.
Home crowd's been pretty subdued tonight too. Had a lot to cheer about.
It's been had a hard time trying to get the hometown team or hometown crowd into this game. It's 1:40 and counting on the clock, and I think it's pretty safe to say at this point the Chieftains will drop their home opener to the Basehor Bobcats. So Basehor getting a little bit of revenge there after losing the home opener last year on their home turf. They come into Tongi this year and steal a victory, 27-6. As quite frankly, they were just pretty dominant all the way around. Quarterback play was good, running back play was good, and overall on the defense, they've kept this Chieftain offense at bay. A very high-powered Chieftain offense that we have seen in the past. And as we always say, guys come and go, and as Coach Troyer always says, they don't rebuild, they reload. And
it's always the next man up.
It's always the next man up, and there are some big shoes to fill for sure. But if there's one thing I know about Coach Troyer, both of them, Preston and Al, and Matt Bond and the rest of that coaching staff, is that they will get to work on this tonight, and they will start preparing for Lewisburg next week and try to get the tide turn and get to 1-1.
Yeah, I think they're going to work on discipline and not jumping off sides. They need to get that cleaned up, and I'm sure Coach Troyer and the staff will do that.
Absolutely. No problem, and we are here in the final seconds here, and another handoff to Bruisman, and he's going to be met just a yard or two ahead of the line of scrimmage, and that's
going to be it.
That's going to be it. So the Basehor Bobcats coming in and taking a victory 27-6 as they come out onto the field to celebrate. Line up in midfield for those game handshakes, and
they're just going to do the salute, I think, aren't they, because of COVID? No, it looks like they are going to shake.
Yeah, I think we're back to this, which is good. I like this, so that's good. Chieftains dropped at home over 27-6 at Basehor. They fall to 0-1 on the season. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the postgame show, plus the postgame interview with Coach Troyer. We'll be right back right after this.
Collision on the field, awesome. An awesome collision on the road, not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at S&SAutoandBody.com or call 913-369-3193.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Are you sweating your AC? Pipes plugged? Are you in hot water with your hot water heater? Don't be sad. Be glad with LAD. LAD Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. LAD is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Learn why you'll be glad with LAD at ladserviceco.com. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
And welcome back here to Beatty Field. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 27-6 was our final score this evening. The Chieftains will fall to 0-1 on the season, as I'm trying to get the post game. There we go. We're in the post game now. All right. And our post game show tonight. Let me find the right read.
I'm good, thank you.
I guess we don't have a post-game show live read, but nevertheless, it's brought to you by S&S Body Shop. And now we're just kind of waiting for Coach Troyer to come up into the press box. He's talking over with one of the news editors on the field right now, working his way towards us, as you can see him right there, with his wife right behind him. And tough night for the Chieftains, but like you said, partner, a game of football, you got to have a short-term memory, and you got to wipe this one off the slate, go into your film tomorrow, learn what you did wrong, get better, and let's get ready for Lewisburg.
Yeah, you got to.
And it has been quite a while since we have seen a Tonganoxie team really be held to a not-so-dominant game. Again, they received the opening kickoff of the game. They went right down and they scored 6. Andrew Culver was the only Chieftain with a touchdown this evening, and first touchdown pass of the year by McGraw. He finished one touchdown pass and had the one interception to bar to close out the first half right before halftime. So a little bit of a rough game for the sophomore, but again, I mean, there was a lot of times where a sophomore quarterback that is officially starting his first varsity game, thought he might have had a little bit of nerves and stuff, but he showed some poise out there, and I'm sure that's something that Coach Troyer's got to be proud of.
Yeah, he really did. He had good pocket presence and stepped up into the pocket when he needed to. But it was they were up against a great running back.
Yep, they were up against a great running back, and again, Zach Sizemore wouldn't surprise me. Tried to keep official stats, but kind of got away for it a little bit, and Sizemore definitely did his part in the receiving. 4 total touchdowns on the night, 3 rushing, 1 receiving. And as you can see right there, Coach Troyer
making his way up.
Making his way up here, and here he is, the man himself. Coach Troyer, how you doing, sir?
Good to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, I brought him along for me tonight in this season. So it's hot up here,
yeah, a little bit.
Hot up in here. It's hot up in here. So, Coach, we'll keep it a little bit short and sweet tonight. Obviously, not the turnout, and not the ending that you were looking for. What's some things you just took away from tonight's game that you need to work on?
We have some young guys that we're having to bring up, and they're it'll be a week-to-week battle. We knew that coming in, and the heat. It was pretty hot, both sides. Mm-hmm. Kind of a lull that first half, and kind of opened up, cooled down the second half. But I think we saw some things that we can build on. May move people around. We'll adjust, and as we move forward to Lewisburg next week.
Well, that was a couple of things that Dylan and I were talking about. Was you really had tough field position all night. I mean, they flipped the field on you, and it looked like you had tough field position, and then penalties also hurt. And I know you had that
penalties and some snaps, but that was us not being able to move the ball. I mean, that's
right.
You're gonna lose field position if you can't get a first down. So. And I think we'll bounce back. We'll be all right.
Yeah. Can you talk about the play of Trevor McGraw? Obviously, I know all summer looked like it was a quarterback battle between him and the senior Gabe Bailey. Looks like he won the job. He didn't look like a sophomore playing out there.
No, he did a good job. He stepped up in the pocket a few times. He was under pressure, stepped in and made some pretty good plays.
Yeah.
Good composure for someone his age.
That's exactly the comments that we made up here, Coach. I said he's really got good pocket presence, and he knew when to step up into the pocket, and he's not afraid to take a hit.
He is not, and he took off and ran there once or twice.
Yeah.
So,
So, something to build on there.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, thank you for your time, Coach, and get in the film room tomorrow, get things ironed out, and we'll see you in Lewisburg.
All right, thanks.
Look forward to it.
All right.
Thanks, see you, Coach.
Thank you again for your time. That was Coach Troyer with the post-game interview. We're going to take one more quick break here, and we'll be right back with some final thoughts and to wrap up the broadcast. We'll be right back.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
And back here at Beatty Field, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, and again, Coach Troyer not shying away from any of the question. He knows that his teams, they got stuff to work on and some things to clean up on before their Week 2 matchup against the Wildcats.
No question, but he and his staff will get things ironed out, and I know I'm optimistic that they'll get those penalties cleaned up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that and again we talk about it's the first game of the year, so it's a little bit expected to be have a little things a little sloppy, but definitely some things they can clean up on, and penalties were a huge thing, and be able to try to move the ball a little bit better because, like we talked about, the field position, they just couldn't get past the 50-yard line. They were in their own territory all game long. And, but also give credit to Basehor, though, because, their defense came. They showed out. They brought great pressure, and the defensive line, they just were not letting the Tongi offense push them around, and they dominated all game long. And really, at the end of the day, it was just a solid outing by the visiting squad.
Yeah, and that defensive line for the Chieftains had to be getting worn down after seeing Zach Sizemore coming through there time and time again. That's
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and put a bow on this broadcast. That will do it. Again, thank you all so much for joining us. Take a look ahead at our schedule next week. We have on September 7th, Tuesday. That's a Tuesday, September 7th. Looks like we have not only a soccer game here against Spring Hill. Is it soccer? Yes. Soccer game against Spring Hill, and also volleyball action. So we will be sure to get those up and running. Again, subscribe to our channel, turn on that notification bell, so anytime we go live with the broadcast, you will automatically be notified and you will never miss a single broadcast. And we will see these boys back in action Friday, September 10th as we hit the road and we take the drive down to Lewisburg. Might have to stop at the cider mill while we're there, partner.
There you go.
As the Chieftains take on the Lewisburg Wildcats. So on behalf of my boss, BJ Harris, the rest of my partners at the Harris Media Services, my partner, Dennis Drennan, Dylan Funk, saying thank you all for tuning in, and good night from Beatty Field. We'll see you next week.